Hey guys, so I was a part of this company formerly known as Silver Star, now AI Global, for about 3 months. I had a Benjamin, I had three different Hamiltons, and the company blew all of my accounts with the software, blew my accounts, my team's accounts, blew even my upline's accounts. Some of the guys are still promoting it, though. Makes no sense. But I've been gathering a lot of evidence through the groups. Of course, I'm in the groups. So basically, everyone in this damn company is losing money. Unless the person's actually trying to market it, in which case they're just magically profitable with the software somehow or another, while everyone else is losing their ass. Now, a lot of the blame is pushed towards the customers or the people using the software, not the software itself, such as saying that the person that blew the account wasn't on recommended settings. And in this video, we're just going to show that everyone's losing money, recommended settings or not. All right, we're going to get started with this one. This one says, unfortunately, I think today Silver Star, now keep in mind, AI Global has now rebranded. They used to be known as Silver Star. Will lose 50% of their customers and more today. Hamilton proved to be not ready for the public because it has awful risk management. It just keeps buying the wrong way until your account gets blown. Half my clients are seeing their accounts dying at this very moment, and all of them want to cancel their subscriptions, and I totally understand them. Q Silver, no offense, but make sure you guys test your software. Just ridiculous, guys. Alright guys, now here we have a screenshot directly from the Market Hackers group, which is just a little subgroup of AI Global, and this guy's account is all in the red, and he has no idea what he should do. He's asking, another guy comes in, says he's in a similar spot. Now there's not a blue trade on this damn thing, everything is in the negative. Alright, here's a personal message. The lady said, I fell victim to drawdown we had on Friday, blew two $600 accounts, and screenshots of two of her accounts that are just all in the negative. Here we have another personal message, and this one says, it's a bit of a nightmare. My friend lost $5,000 last week overnight, and I'm currently in a negative $250 drawdown since last Wednesday that I'm trying desperately to get out of at a break even so I can exit this company. Now, this guy posted in the group and said, recommended settings with Hamilton in 1 week. And it's all in the blue. That's funny, because no one else's is. Let's take a look at this. All right, here's the comment section of this post here. Now, a lot of us have started to catch on real fast to this. This guy here claims he's only made $32 in 2 weeks, which doesn't even pay for the cost to run the damn thing. This other gentleman asked, is anyone else in heavy drawdown at the moment? Yeah, everybody, man. And this just kind of goes to show the marketing behind this company. It's completely false. Everyone who's been in for a little bit understands that and is seeing right through it. Here's some more comments on this post. This guy says the results announced are all false. Completely agree with you. He said, shame on you, Camels. Hell yeah, that's my dude. They show profits, but don't show the drawdown. Yep, it's a current, reoccurring theme here. This other person tagged their friend and said, check out the losses. So on this profit post, they're all waking up, and everyone else is losing money. But magically, this guy is profiting heavy. And the comments continue. This guy says, I'm at negative 50 on a demo Hamilton account, which if it was real money, I'd be a little worried. This other person says, in 4 weeks, I made $280, minus 145, minus 30 for the VPS. My balance now is negative 200. It's not looking great. This other gentleman says, today I lost 204 with Silver Star Hamilton. I had faith in the software, but it was the opposite. I'm glad that many people are winning. In my case, I lost money. It cost me a lot of work. Now I can only cancel my account and take the little money I have left. Just tell them this could happen to anyone. Do not understand how people are winning. Yeah, fuck, me neither, dude. I'm up about 80 for the week. I noticed that the grid was set at 185 this week, which is very conservative. I'm okay with that-ish. Check out the results. I did 184 grid as recommended, and I'm minus $100. I lost 300 this week, thanks to Aussie. Ha ha ha, bless. I follow all the Telegram recommendations. Can someone advise if I am at negative 160, do I close my losses or let it run? I am not yet in these comments. Give me doubts. One Hamilton gained a bit over $100 over the past 3 weeks, now in 120 drawdown. Jesus. Guys, this is just insane. Like, I feel for these people. I'm one of these guys, and I can only laugh now that it's over and I moved on with my life. But Jesus Christ, everyone's losing money. I'm presently minus 160. Oh, yep. Even though Aussie USD was going down for 24th straight, the software opened 7 buys on Aussie. I think it had a bug or something. Hell no, my friend. That's just how this damn thing works. Anyone in heavy drawdown at the moment? I think everyone. That is opportunity opening up. Okay, alright, whatever that means. Aussie dollar, yeah. Nervous laughter, I can feel it. How do we contact to keep the software on until tomorrow? Negative 235 drawdown. Is it just me or for everyone else? Same over here. Make sure you are turning your software off before heavy news. Okay? My God. Some people open your eyes. Yeah, please. It took me a minute, but I'm here now. It will turn around eventually. Hell no. This guy said, what's wrong with my Hamilton? Does this happen with others too? Accounts all in the red. And yes, this happens regularly, actually. Y'all don't see this. If you're looking into this company, you're not going to find this anymore. They've actually gone out of their way to delete all this evidence. I can't even go back and find it anymore at this point. But they've really cleaned out everything at this point. They don't want people to see this stuff. But luckily, I had this already. But this is the kind of stuff that's going on behind the scenes. This is the stuff you're not going to see when it's being marketed to you. Everyone's going to be making money. They're going to be telling you to hop in and join. And really all they're doing is trying to fill their own pockets and build this Ponzi. It's a Ponzi because there's no value here for anyone. Everyone's losing money. If they're not losing money, they're not even breaking even. So technically they're still losing money after all the costs for the software. I mean, it's just retarded. This guy said, that is the martingale principle. This is how it works. You got a lot of drawdown if the market goes only one direction. The guy asked, what should be done right now? Should I wait for the software to close these trades? And for those of you who have been pitched this company, they claim that they have an AI or even Hamilton, which is not supposed to be AI, but has the AI run on it sometimes to check it. And it's all lies. There's no proof of this. It's just a very basic martingale EA, which anyone can make in MT4, MT5. It's very simple. You throw some damn indicators on there, and you can set all that up. Watch some videos on how to do that here on YouTube. But it's all just one big facade. This thread continues, and the guy says, theoretically, yes, but no guarantee if it does before your account closes them all. He said, oh, so adding some money would give the software more space for the martingale? And so, yes, keep throwing money in there, man. It'll all work out. No guarantee. It's your choice. Hell yeah, Jesus. In short, January 30th, joined Silver Star. February 12th, canceled Silver Star. It's safe to say this is the quickest in history I have ever joined and stopped a MLM company. However, never actively promoting it. I couldn't in good conscience, too many kinks. Maybe down the line they will get better. But in my book, the people will always come first. Rather swallow the $800 loss and keep it moving than to bring others in to lose only to fatten my own pockets. I understand risk to reward ratio. I take losses all the time in my primary business, but this is all risk with very little reward. I have seen horror story after horror story. Alright, here we have a thread between a customer and one of the top distributors of AI Global. Okay, so the customer says, oh wow, $175 profit the whole month. Basically, for the cost plus time loss managing the software, you come out with a loss. And then Derek comes in, top distributor, says, the goal of the service is not to cover your expenses the first month of purchasing it. Every person licensing this should make sure they have income coming in from other sources. Now, this is the distributor just hinting at, hey, build it, okay? And then the customer comes back and says, excuses, just be transparent. Most of the money comes from the MLM side. Hamilton can pull in profit, yes, but it can also draw some losses. All right, now, this is interesting because the lead distributors of this company are acknowledging that you are not going to make the amount of money to even cover the cost of having access to these softwares. This is a Ponzi. Another guy comes in and says, remember, Derek, not everyone has or ever will have a line of 3 people under them. Take these people into consideration. A small loss will lead to a disappointing month due to recurring VPS and Hamilton license fees. Oh yeah, they don't tell you that when they market it to you. In any case, staying positive and hoping a single Hammy license will be able to run 8 pairs at a time, close out trades before FOMC or political yada yada, and martingale major drawdown, and as a result start actually making a profit. All right, this one's juicy. We got 2 of them right here. So one comment says, losing money while you sleep. Fully automated bankruptcy. Okay, so most everyone's losing money. If anyone is making profits, they're so small they don't even cover the costs of running the softwares. Now the other comment says, can someone please show me a Hamilton that made $500 this month without any manual trades? January's like a 5-week month too. But software is off so much in my opinion, but I know it's for our protection. I see $200 profit being realistic, but then you have to consider software and VPS cost. It said that it makes $400 to $700 a month, but my results have been much different. Thank you. Now this is great because this shows that they're marketing it in a certain way to get people on so they can pocket all this money on their end and not really worry about the software. The software does nothing for you. If anything, it hurts you. Now this guy here, he's not playing any games. He straight said he filed a complaint to the SEC. Okay, now this other guy said, did you use the shit software? He then replies, yeah, LOL, I canceled after 3 weeks though. Didn't get hit, but I know a lot of close people who did blow their accounts. Here's another screenshot of a conversation between another customer of AI Global. He said, I signed up while on my flight to Miami. I'm in the group chat and everyone was talking about their losses this past weekend. Everyone had at least a $200 loss. I never put money in, just paid to join. And this other guy asked for a screenshot of the group and sent this. Now ain't nobody in this motherfucker making money. Negative 386. Strong arm. Negative 313. Happy I closed out at 150. Whoa, that won't even cover after VPS cost. I lost 130 and closed all the trades Friday. Too afraid to hang with you big boys over the weekend. I hear you. I'm down 97 and currently down 262. Oh my goodness, $20 loss. Everyone's just losing money in this group chat, okay? Oh my God, are you still on the roller coaster or closing trades? Yes, I'm keeping. You can close if you choose. I'm just looking to get out of negative. How much are you down? 212. Oh God. Oh, it's just not looking good here. Here's another screenshot. This person said, I'm using Hamilton AI software. It's not even AI, by the way. I saw you posted bad. To be honest, I'm on a loss. Almost $500 loss. I want to cancel this program. Can you help me? And it continues. Here we go. The final straw was Silver Star Live for me. Since being with them, I have had 3 blown accounts, $1,800, bullshit statements of how the entry doesn't matter for the software, blah, blah, blah. So I canceled my membership and working on my own trading, and hopefully my one account with you works out when you get EA. I'm not sure who that was directed to, but they've given up on Silver Star. How are we supposed to cover monthly fees and make profits with only 1 or 2 trades a week? I'm starting to think this software is more about recruiting people to join and then actually making profits with the software. It gets frustrating. Only 1 trade so far, and I've been set up for over a week. I'm getting mad. So basically, the software is slow Monday and off on Friday when using Benjamin, so we have only 3 days a week for trading, and it won't even trade sometimes. For $145 a month, we could at least see some decent profits? Question mark. Alright, this happy little spitfuck's running a Hamilton and has a MyFX book linked to it. And someone caught on though and said you made $109 for the month of January, but your monthly subscription is $145 plus $199 one time. How is that good? Okay, he then comes in to say, I'm not worried about it like most people. As long as my money is working and producing, shit's way better than having my money in the bank. Okay, no, dumbass, you don't get charged an arm and a leg to keep your money in the bank. Okay, you are losing money here. And I said, if you're worried about it, refer 3 people. So really, they're just wanting people to build this.
If no one's making money with the product, then it's not an MLM. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a complete scam.
All right, now this one makes my stomach hurt. Okay, just FYI, that Benji blew my $23,000 account down to $800. Ooh, shit. Oh my gosh. Hassan was managing the VPS for me. FYI, Hassan is the VP of the company. And controlling the settings as well. It had been set on the same conservative settings it had been set on for the past 2 months. I'm not sure what happened. Here's another screenshot of a conversation. It says, crazy thing is, I was going to join until my cousin showed me his results. So much lying in that company and so many losses and so quickly. Certainly nothing like what they market. This is pump and dump MLM scheme. I look at this as a game of roulette in the casino. We all know that you can win, but the chances are 20/18. I guess this expert advisor has 2 extra green spaces. Martingale for sure. Much better off at the casino shooting craps. Much agreed. When diving into more detail about his cousin's losses, he says, I know, poor him. What's even more poor is that he blew $1,000. Savage on the weekends. Bro, deserted LOL. No, he's left with $32 in the account because he couldn't stop it and decided to turn off his computer. So this guy couldn't even figure out how to turn this shit software off. He just shut his computer off like that was going to save him. All right, let's take a look at see what kind of fuckery we got going on now. I know of 2, and I was in for a little 6K in losses. Ooh, shit, I'd just go off myself right now if I lost 6K. That's exactly like saying it might work. BS. Martingale's grid is the worst trade strategy ever. It's not AI. For every strategy, the problem is not a learning AI. They can claim whatever they want, but a real AI shouldn't need to be turned on and off.
So we're going to talk more about that later, about what exactly the software is and how it works and some of those problems that everyone keeps talking about.
Here's another conversation. It says, I agree. So many people are losing money. It's honestly very sad and unfortunate. Awareness and education is key. And the gentleman goes on to post a picture of an account and major drawdown. He said it's a good friend of his. That's his friend's account. The AI software Benjamin, after they told them to turn off pairs, but it didn't even specifically say Benjamin. Plus, why would you turn off a pair on an AI? Artificial intelligence. Need you to turn that shit off because it doesn't learn from its mistakes? What's up? Here's another conversation between 2 gentlemen. Just a few minutes, I finally got the last person in my whole organization to turn off their software. I don't feel happy about this, but disappointed. And sad because I was actually trying to build this business in Silver Star with good intentions, not for me, but for my whole team. We took many hits and never got an answer from corporate. We are the biggest team from Silver Star in California, and now everything makes sense as in why no one would come to help us for the last 4 to 5 months. I love building leaders in MLM, but only when there's a great service or product that actually works and makes people proud to talk about it and get amazing results. Sad to say this was not the case after watching my downlines getting their accounts blown up for weeks. Here we have another conversation. Exactly right. You can't go around the truth. Just talk to another guy started with $300 in his account. He's at $55 now. He just quit. We have a reoccurring theme here. Okay, just it's piss poor software. Okay, everyone's losing money. Doesn't matter if you're not recommending settings or not. Don't be fooled by all this, guys. This is the truth. We got yet another post. It says, another unhappy person messaged me saying he's given up on Silver Star. Wise man that acts better than throwing good money after bad. Now, here on the left, you can see that there's this huge downward move. And just a ton of buy trades that the software has placed. And you'd have to be fucking brain dead to do that on your own. Now, to the right of that is proof that these accounts are in major drawdown. Here's a post directly to the Silver Star Live group. It says, hey guys, I have one question. I use Hamilton software with a deposit of around $600, and last week my drawdown was about $300. I don't mind it because Hamilton was able to make a profit out of it. However, I would like to know if there's a possibility that all my account can be wiped out in the future. And this guy comes in and says, yep, you can lose it all if you don't listen to them. Lost 2 accounts. And if you open up the comment section on that post, this other person says, I lost $400 USD from last Friday in one of my accounts. Alright, here we go again. Both of my Hamiltons blown. Please go straight to Benji or have at least $700 in the Hamilton. Thanks, too late. Mine as well. Fucking sucks. Too much watching needed for Hamilton. I did a mistake when I didn't close everything this morning, even with little loss, but waiting for the announcement. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit, someone's making money? Oh, no. Psych, bitch. He said, yeah, my account got blown. Here, this guy outlined all his finances, costs, profits, all that good stuff for the month of January. And while using the software, he actually came out with a deficit of $15.04. All right, here's another thread. This Hamilton software made me a loss this month, and after what happened last week, my account is pretty much done. In my opinion, it's kept alive because of the MLM side of the business. Otherwise, the software, you'll be lucky to make $50 profit after fees. Yeah, no bullshit. Not to mention the amount of attention you have to give it with switching on and off. I have 4 trading robots. I paid a one-time fee for each of them. Hamilton may, okay, like the concept, pay $140, make the $100. Yeah, it just isn't worth it. The money doesn't add up. The money you're spending and the money you're making, it doesn't add up. You're losing money. Even if the software does win a little bit, you're losing. Oh, we're not done. Wanting some input from you guys. I have 6 Hamiltons that have all depleted due to not turning off my Hamilton when Quicksilver mentioned to on Thursday. I'm a little worried about funding all 6 again because I might be asleep where I need to manually close trades or turn Hamilton off. Would appreciate some input. Now, this is funny because this is marketed as AI, and no one was told that they're going to have to be manually toggling on and off this software. They don't give a shit if you're at your daughter's piano recital, if it's your birthday. Shit, you might be fucking swimming in the ocean because your money should be working for you. And if you don't turn that shit off when they tell you to, R.I.P., bitch. All right, here this guy says that he started an account with $504, and basically the whole damn thing got blown, as always. This other guy came in and said you got hit by a close, all after level 10. Call software had 10 trades open, and when the market moved further, instead of opening an 11th trade in the wrong direction, it closed all the existing ones. Now, this is just piss poor martingale at its finest. All right, here we are back at Beat the Banks group. That's not what this group is for, Josh said. Damn, Josh, I'm losing big time. Count all in the red. Nothing new here. Don't send the live trades to this chat, please. Hell yeah, you need to cover that shit up so you can get some sign-ups. Hell yeah, if you changed your lot size or any recommended, that's on you. Ain't no one doing that shit, Josh. Someone came in and said, I tried to make Hamilton more conservative. Can anyone with real expertise help me? I'm about to lose my whole investment. This other guy said, me too. Gee. I have Euro JPY and it's killing me also. Me too. Just woke up and my trades are in the negative over $100. Mine are also. Just everyone losing money, guys. I don't really know what more you would need to see, but we got more. Just hold on. Damn it, Bobby. Did you turn off and on when you were suggested? I made that mistake and learned my lesson. Also, have you changed any settings? This guy says, I've followed the rules exactly. In that case, I can't comment. I would suggest contacting your upline. He says, I have. You may have to take a hit. I already took one yesterday for $60. USD will turn, but how long? I couldn't tell. I'm not experienced enough. So, you got these inexperienced forex traders coming in who don't know any better, and I'm part of that clique. I don't know any better. They've all just been taken advantage of because this is labeled as automated, hands-free returns. Let the software work for you, and it's just fucking losing everyone money. All right, here's another screenshot from Beat the Banks, and this says, can I do anything to remedy this? I am following Quicksilver's advice for pairs and settings, and nothing but red. No winning. Oh wait, there's one. There's one winning trade on there. All the rest of them are straight L's. Okay, and this guy is running recommended settings and following all the advice given. All right, we're still in the group chat. Down here below it says, from what I'm seeing, a Benjamin will make around 10%. I mean, I get the 10% interest per month sounds good, but on a 2K, that's only $200 a month, and they charge $145. So only making $55 a month, but still paying taxes on the $200, and at 37% tax on capital gains. So tax $200 profit, $74. I only have $55 left from the bot cost, so I'm at a loss of $19. So they're actually starting to people are starting to wake up here. We're starting to catch on to this shit ain't adding up, okay? The software's not covering the cost, and this guy's actually pretty smart to even think about taxes, because I sure as fuck didn't. Here's another one. My open trades are all negative. If I close them out, I will lose $85. It's your choice to either close them or let them ride through the news. Safest choice would have to be to watch them through the day and get closer to break-even profit. Dear God, let's just try to break even. Shit. Let's not even worry about making profit. Let's just break even, okay? This whole thread is bullshit. I hate these people. We're still in the group chat. Do you pay for the license to use Hamilton automatically each month? Because I want to stop using it next month. When you have a chance, I hate to ask again, but my negative trades are getting worse. Are you sure I should just leave them alone? The auto trader will fix it, or do you think I should close them out with this loss before the loss gets bigger? Just asking because it's getting worse every time I check on it. I don't want to lose what I made in 3 weeks. Yeah, Jesus. Just reoccurring theme here, guys. Everyone just losing their ass. All right, we have another account that's just in massive drawdown. He says, is anyone else having this problem with Hamilton? And what should I do? It's not a problem. Drawdown is normal. I'm in the negative like $70. Took me like 3 weeks just to make that. I mean, it's pitiful. 3 weeks to make $70. And the shit costs $145 a month, plus VPS costs and multiple licensing fees if you're into that. Now, this group chat's called Beat the Banks, but the banks are really beating our ass. Okay, look at this. Another account, just a major drawdown. Here we have the COO of the company, Quicksilver, David Mayer. This is the AI Global Markets group chat. Says, we will be turning off the software before noon. And there's some mad faces on this hoe. Let's not even talk about how Quicksilver's profile pic is just a fucking black hole. Okay? We'll touch on this in part 2. Let's have a look at the comments of this thread here. There's 141 of them. There's got to be something juicy. Here's the comment section of that post. Says, anyone else in huge drawdown with Euro USD sell and UJ sell? It's going up. Please make announcements much earlier before switching off the software. Thanks. Alright, going back to the whole situation, everyone's in drawdown when the company shuts off the software. It's very interesting how they can shut it on and off, but sometimes they allow the customers to do it and they tell them to shut it on and off. That way they can be sure to blame their asses for whatever mistakes that they're supposedly making. This guy says, mine made me $24 in the last 3 weeks. Recommended settings. Okay, you ain't making shit on recommended settings. Not even to pay for your shit. Okay, he says, there's something wrong on your account. Yesterday I made $20 one day. He goes on to say, how's that even possible? Maybe I can help you later on. We all on the same pairs, brother. You can't be so much down. Seriously, no idea, but I'm running recommended settings. 24 would be embarrassed, mate, in 3 weeks. $24 in 3 weeks. I could sell my ass and make a lot more than that. Alright, here's a post from the Trading in My Sleep group, which is just another group of AI Global. It says, I've had lot size at 0.18, 0.25, etc. using Hamilton. Plain and simple, Hamilton will blow a $500 account, guaranteed. Hamilton and Benjamin use Martingale's system. Google it. You should have more than 1K in your broker account for Hamilton. And saying that I've seen $1,400 accounts blow using 1 to 1,000 leverage. Benji should be a 5K minimum. It's guaranteeing that Hamilton's going to blow this $500 account. This other guy says you need more than $500 in the balance. It's not about compounding or making more money. It's about protecting your account. Martingale systems aren't the best. And down a little lower, this one guy asked, any testimonials of anyone losing with Hamilton and Benjamin as of to date? And this guy says, how many do you need? So following that, the guy dropped several accounts that are just a massive drawdown. The guy says, so I presume you do not trust the Hamilton and Benjamin systems. Are you certain all settings were correct and didn't leave anyone out? He said, you asked for examples, you got examples. The settings are as stated by Silver Star Live. These are recommended settings that they are told to put their softwares on, and this is what's happening to all of our accounts, guys. Here's another conversation with one of the fellow members. I think all this is true. Just had a 50% drawdown, lol. Turn that thing off real quick. They are definitely scammers, and I feel bad for the people falling for it. Hopefully, they don't lose a lot of money. I just lost like $400. Now, when asked if he was on recommended settings, of course he said yes, all recommended settings. The problem is that it all of a sudden opened a .16 lot size from a .04 and just kept going negative, like dollar cost averaging. They say the most drawdown will be around $68, which is not true at all. Interesting. Another person on recommended settings losing money, and he was told that the drawdown would be no more than $68, and I should say his entire account is suffering at this moment. So I mean, it's just a shit show. All right, speaking of someone losing money on recommended settings, here we have one of the top guys of this company. His name's Tyler McKinney. He calls himself T-Mac sometimes. Fucking weird. All right, but he was running this, and you can see that it did good for a while, and then it just ate shit. But he gave this out, and a lot of us were using this as marketing material, showing people like, hey, it does work. Like my account's eating ass, but look at this. That's kind of how everyone was using this until it ate shit. Now, this is great because this just shows the inevitable. Okay, now these Martingale EA systems, they'll work for a little bit, but it only takes one trending move, one bad trade, and the software will continue to automatically stack these trades, increase the lot sizes per trade, and it's just a hellhole from there. Okay, so this is inevitable. It's going to happen to everyone's account in the company. Now, for you guys who don't know how to read this, the red dotted lines, those are closed out trades. Okay, and this yellow line that's just soared to fucking hell here is all the open trades, and all the open trades are running so negative that the account is back at zero. Everything's been wiped out at this point. Now, before this happened, you could actually see the open trades on the account that were running. As soon as this massive drawdown occurred, though, that was quickly taken away, and the privacy settings were changed so you couldn't see that. But knowing Tyler, the great guy he is, he gave out his investor password so people could use it to market, and we got an inside look. Holy shit, this is his live account running Benjamin, the Benjamin software, there's his name. I mean, oh my god, look at this fucking, I would just fucking off myself. Now, when this was going on, what this guy had to do was actually deposit another $7,000 into the account to keep his account from getting margin called or shut off, basically blown. So down here we have the screenshots of him depositing 7,000 extra dollars to keep the account afloat and try to protect the company's image. But that didn't work, and it ate ass basically, and you can see the red line has flown the fuck down. Now this account has been running. This MyFX book has been running on this account since like fucking September. Okay, and not only are all those profits from that up until that point wiped out, the initial deposits wiped out, the extra $7,000 he thrown in there, it's all fucking gone. And when this occurred, of course, this was like the leg of the company here. Everyone was using this, banking off this, and when this went to shit, Tyler had to say something to try and save face and kind of take the pressure away from the company. So what he came out and said was he was never running recommended settings. which is fucking retarded. If you're like holding basically the MyFX book that you know the majority of people are using to market the service, of course you're going to use fucking recommended settings. But, he claims to be using really risky settings, and that's why this occurred. But oddly enough, this was not the only Benjamin account that had a MyFX book linked to it that was blown. So here coming up, we'll show another one. Here's another guy's MyFX book that was running Benjamin on it since September as well. And you can even see here with much less risk on the table. This guy's account did 45% in that time span that Tyler's did like 190 something. So even this one was far more conservative, I'll give it that. But guess what? The same damn thing happened. Account was blown ass out. Now here's Tyler in some of the comments on Facebook who states, he says, my settings weren't recommended ever. Alright, remember that shit, because we're about to fuck that up here in a second. Recommended settings would have done you most likely between 40 to 60% the time mine did 195. Now even if this is true, it clearly didn't fucking matter for the other guy that was clearly on recommended settings, whose account still got fucking blown. He then continues by saying, I don't do anything conservative. I also didn't run any stop losses on my account as recommended. Settings sent weekly. My account had a 5,000 point stop loss, as the whole account recommended for the week was 500 points. Why the fuck would you do that? This other guy then comes in and said, there's been a lot. You know this for a fact, man. Look at the amount of complaints in the group. So, everyone's in the group complaining, losing money. Top guys are blowing their accounts. Finally, the inevitable happens. This was going to happen. All right, here's another thread. He says, all the people showing blown accounts blew them all by themselves. That's bullshit, okay? The fucking software is trading my shit, taking trades, entering on my behalf and shit, and blowing my account. All right, so that's bullshit. And I followed recommended settings. And he's just a big fucking douchebag. He then goes on to, he's still talking to the same guy. He then goes on to say, I've lost more money gambling with the software than any crybabies in those videos. So now he's calling everyone who's blowing their accounts crybabies. He says it's all his fault the account is blown. He says, I was never running recommended settings. Again, always trying to pump it up, just like all the others who are complaining because they won't take responsibility for their losses. So, again, he said he's not on recommended settings, never was. Now, one of the other guys states that his account has been disconnected. So, Tyler's account has now been disconnected from the MyFX book. It no longer exists. He claims he is using risky settings, but why do that if you are trying to show results? Fuck, man, exactly. This other guy comes in and says, yeah, Trader's Way blocked all his hedge trades. They were mad that he was winning. Yep, I only and always send love. Can we just take a moment of silence? Now, this guy clearly doesn't understand how this stuff works, because that is just the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Now, while other members of the company were scrambling desperately to get their story straight on what the fuck just happened to his account, you can see that that dumb motherfucker deleted his comment, but the original poster of the post says he claimed to be using the conservative settings until that day, and then stated it was his fault. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. He's been claiming he's been on recommended settings this whole time up until today. Oh shit, we got his ass, y'all. 2 weeks prior to this fucking MyFX book blowing, he says it's not too bad for 16 grand. I've seen worse, still within recommended settings. He's publicly admitting that he's running recommended settings just 2 weeks prior to his shit being blown. Alright, here's another screenshot of Tyler saying he's been watching this AI trading software Benjamin do him 50% profit, automated and on recommended settings. So I don't know where they're getting this story where he's not never had recommended settings on his account. That's a bunch of bullshit, honestly. All right, that's enough of roasting his ass, I guess. Here we have another thread here. Says there are obviously people on here who know what they're talking about. So can anyone set some light on what happened to my account? It was sitting at $1,039, and then the fun started. Buy trades started appearing in a down market. Yep, kicking ass. I had trade sizes of varying sizes from zero point zero 0.01, and then the odd 0.25 would appear. Then within the following hour or two, I had many trades entered in the trade size from 0.2s to 0.63s. This is way above what Quicksilver said would be used. My $1,039 account just went into drawdown. I had a drawdown of nearly 500. I closed some negative 100 plus trades, and then more would just come in. High trade sizes. When my account was down to around 400, I closed the auto trader to stop the trades coming in. All I could do was close out the trades, and I ended up with about $20. Holy shit, if that's not the best fucking ROI I've ever seen. Oh, but it's not just her. We have another one. It says, same here, lost 80% of my account this past week. And I used the recommended settings and followed all instructions from the Telegram group. Okay? All these guys are sitting here saying people are blowing accounts. They're not using recommended settings. That's bullshit. We all are. We all did. All of our shit's gone. Continuing. I have asked these same questions over and over. No one responds. I have to say that this is disheartening, that no one can shed light on what happened. Now, because these guys cannot blame the software, no, not the software. They cannot blame the user of the software because they were, in fact, running recommended settings. So they have chosen to blame the broker for increasing the lot sizes like fucking crazy. It's not the software, it's the broker. The broker has changed your lot sizes. He says, the broker isn't going to tell you, hey, we messed with your lot sizes to make you lose. Sorry about that. They'll just lie about it. And in my experience on 8 Hamiltons, I've never seen any sizes above 0.12. Yes, that's how the software works. Against market trend, did you run the software through major news as well? The guy is literally saying that it's the broker's fault and the broker's manipulating the lot size, which I dug into this because I was like, no fucking way. Really? I dug into this. I reached out to different brokers. Okay, I was not fucking around here. And they're like, no, we do not do that. And this lady makes a good point. She says, if that is the case and the brokers can fiddle with our accounts, then why in heaven's name would anyone want to take the chance of it happening to their accounts? Too risky. Good point. Why would anyone want to do this if the brokers could indeed change your lot size and fuck with your account? And just in case you forgot, she adds one final comment. She says, no settings were touched, and the broker said the trades came from Silver Star. Okay, because the hell, the broker doesn't trade on your behalf. The broker doesn't pick your lot size for you. It's all the software. Software's fucking everybody over. Now, here's another comment. It says, I'm a part of them. They cause you nothing but stress, and I even end up crying at one point. They do have control of your trades, and they blame it on the brokers. They make sure you do not make a lot on trading so you can focus more on the marketing the company. And they sit and chill while they make the customers their marketing slaves. People run the team are all marketers. I did so much research on them last night, I'm still in total shock. I'm not here to convince anyone anything. When the company fails, they will scam everyone's credit cards on file. Now, we're going to save that for maybe a part 2 as far as the credit card fraud. But, I mean, you can see, guys, like, it's been very stressful, not only for me, and I get a little worked up, and I get angry even seeing this now, but everyone has had just such a horrible experience with this company. Here's another comment thread. It says, we all went over this last week when 2 of my accounts blew. Why didn't this post fade away last week? Because it's a new week and people are still blowing accounts. Literally had someone go off on everyone last week like you are now, then theirs blew. They came back and apologized today, LOL. So I guess circle back next week and you'll see. And yes, just like I said last week, I saw the telegram. My trades were nowhere near break even. Literally weren't close until 4 a.m. when I was asleep. And there's people in Australia that got the telegram while they were sleeping, but we're all just choosing to be victims. Relax like it's your company. If your software is fine, cool, enjoy. Like I told Homeboy last week, if my accounts were fine, I wouldn't be going off on people like this. Our accounts are truly completely wiped, gone. All right, here we have a post in the Silver Star Live group. If we are in a $1,500 drawdown on Benjamin and Quicksilver said to close out all trades by 12:30 today, what is the best thing to do? And you get a response like, let it ride, trust Benjamin, or it's up to you. No one really knows what the fuck to do. Everyone else is like, fuck, $1,500 in drawdown? God dang. Everyone's just eating ass. Here we have another thread here. It says, the group is called Trading in My Sleep. If I have to wait for Telegram messages at 2 a.m., it's not hands off. They should honestly have a soft shutdown to close all trades and stop when they recommend it. That would be a real handoff and save money to a lot of people. So the guy said, gone from trading in your sleep to watch your account 24/7 to stop it from blowing. Yeah, because that shit'll take your account. All right, here's another post from Tyler in the Market Hackers official Facebook group from Quicksilver. Quicksilver says, I realized yesterday after only half the customer base saw my Telegram post telling them clearly to close their trades that I need to take swift action. Now, clearly is in all caps because he wants to make sure that it is not his fault whatsoever. It's not the company's fault, the software's fault. It's nobody's fault but you, the customer. Here we have some replies to the thread. It says, it's not a hands-off or hands-free software. It is a micromanaged software. We all have to take some responsibility for what we purchase and invest in. Another person comes in and says, I'm happy to take responsibility for it. Not happy if I'm blamed. I didn't close the trades when they sent the message at 1:30 in the morning, my time zone. And then shared a screenshot of how inconvenient it was of them to fucking send that out at 1:30. But they don't give a fuck because you need to be awake for this kind of shit. Now, in short, someone posted some profits in the group, and this guy says, Quicksilver, how is this possible that his software has been on all night, not everyone else's? Basically calling bullshit on some of these guys in here posting profits because the software wasn't even fucking on. This one guy said you just have to refresh your license. For those that are new to do it, you're getting trades. The guy said, how do you refresh your license? He said, don't worry, I found the thread. This other guy says, software never came back on last night. Towards the bottom here, it says, it's off now, so go ahead and see if that works because I'm calling bullshit. So, we're starting to catch on, guys. You know, as customers of this product, as a unit here, we're catching on now. Continuing this thread here, this guy comes in and says they just turned it back off until Monday. Check your Telegram. Then this other gentleman says the original poster claims he had it running last night when it was off, so please show us how that is possible. And this other gentleman says that this is getting crazy confusing, and it was. It was a it's very confusing and irritating time, to be honest. Alright, the shit show continues. Towards the top here, second comment. Thought the software was still off. Who is your broker in VPS? Last night, software's still off, right? How are you running Hamilton? They shut it off yesterday. 4x VPS. The software is off. That's interesting. Have to refresh license on Silver Star Builder. Q Silvers, how is it possible that his software has been on all night but not everyone else's? No one knows what the hell is going on at this point. Here's another comment thread, and it says, are people blowing accounts because of the EA or because they're trying to get rich quick? Another gentleman comes in and says, the company manually toggles the EA on and off during random times. They are taking 100% control of the client's account, getting them into a situation where loss occurs, then turning off the sole product that is supposed to hedge them out of the loss, resulting in a loss. I couldn't explain it. Alright, here we have some more confusion. I thought company turns it off. Both my Hammy accounts got blown. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I feel you, bro. Confused. I thought on Saturday training call you were working with your programming team to do exactly that. Leave the software on until Friday, but it appears you are not saying it should be turned off on Thursdays. Can you clarify? Where's the instructions to manually turn off the software? Yeah, I thought to leave it on according to the call last night. $800 lost between 3 accounts. Here we have more confusion. Can we turn on Hamilton now? Help, please. Someone post how to disable the software. Can someone repost how to do that? Thank you. I got a telegram that the software would be off until Monday, but I keep having trades placed. Any answers? Oh my God, it's just an ass whipping. Here we have another thread. The Hamilton bot is using martingale strategy and is absolute ass. I couldn't describe it better. The worst part of it is they blame everyone for losses except the software. Fuck yeah. If it isn't buttons and it's turning software off or maybe a mystery update, all these numpties claim to have the next new cutting edge technology that'll make you money while you sleep, but you got to switch this one off for the weekend. What is it, a party bot? Alright, here we have another thread, and honestly, this one really pisses me off. Okay, so we got Reginald Stenson right here. This big bitch right here says, "This isn't the place to express disappointment. I'm sorry, not sure who told you that, but I'm certain that didn't come from corporate." This other guy says, "I suggest you go and argue with the person that said you will make that kind of money. Did you read the disclaimer? Past profits are not necessarily indicative of future results. If you don't like the product they are offering, then go. Find something better and come and share it with us. Since then, try not to be a negative influence for the other ones that are here. Have a nice day." Now, this poor guy is just trying to express his disappointment in the software and get some answers, okay? And he's treated like total shit, okay? And this pisses me off. This guy says, one, check Q's video on Silverstar Live. If we can't express disappointment, then what? Keep patting ourselves on the back saying how great it is, yet Hamilton doesn't return enough to cover costs? I'm sorry, but I don't understand. Again, it don't think is negative or hateful, just stating facts. The majority of reactions I read is the system does not generate enough cash to cover costs, let alone make a profit, nothing to do with past profits. And then bitch made Reginald comes in here and says, "What's your reality isn't everyone else's. Please don't do this here. Final warning." Now this just pisses me off because as people who are using the software, we now can no longer express our disappointment or express anything that's not, "Hey, I'm making a shit ton of money on the software." Any negative complaints get shot down by these guys, and they treat you like total shit. And I mean, it's just so sad to see other people treated this way. I could give two shits if you treat me that way. I don't care. I'll handle myself. But these guys treating these other guys like this, it's just piss poor, and it's really irritating. It's truly sad to see. Here we've got another comment from a fellow customer. Or lose it all with Forex. I have people who lost their account with Hamilton because the company announcements are not clear. I don't like it how we get the notifications really not clear. I'm trying to tell that the company for the last 4 weeks, last week, same people after losing with Hamilton, they switched to Benjamin and they lost all their money again. Why? Because Monday announcement, the company again was not clear about Benjamin to remove Aussie dollar. This week, Monday settings again, all good with Hamilton settings announcement, but on Benjamin settings, we're not told the pairs we're going to use this week, the max spread if we are using 15 or 10, and the time frame for the pairs as well. How should a new person know on Monday what the settings are if we get only 50% of the settings sent to us on Monday? So this is a huge issue of communication. This must be professionally done. I'm sick of hype when people only think to build pyramid and make the money on the marketing. If the leaders read this and can talk to the company to come up with a clear full announcement and settings separate from the Benjamin and Hamilton announcements, would really protect people's money. I hate seeing people losing real money. Now, the person that posted that was not from the United States. Their English is a bit broken and is a little hard to read. But one of the other distributors come in and say to that person, "Did you graduate high school? I can't even read this speech you gave us. There are too many typos. Can you retype your comment? Thanks." It's pretty rude, honestly. Then the guy says, "My English is not my first language, it's my fifth, so you should understand the idea of what I'm talking about." And then one of the distributors comes in again and says, "All I got from it was you probably blew your account, and instead of learning the proper skills, you took to Facebook to complain." Now, this is just piss poor. Like, no one should be treated like this. Customers should not be treated this way. Now, he went on to say, next time when the message comes out, read it, then read it again, then again, and quadruple check to make sure the pair chart isn't running. It's just fucking unbelievable. It's a problem that the announcements are not clear, even for Americans. I will post the text and I get from people who are Americans. They don't understand the Telegram announcement. Everyone is just confused. All of us customers are treated like shit. And to top it off, Mark here comes back in and says, please don't. I don't honestly have time to deal with this. Have a great day. Fuck you, Mark. So here a guy posts that he's called out one of the distributors for AI Global, and the distributor's response was, honestly, thought you were a woman. Your actions are so far from a man, gossiping and spreading bullshit. Now this is this is the reaction of the distributor, and this is the kind of people you're dealing with. Honestly, the guy says, just don't call out these people for promoting a scam. They will insult you, then block you and remove you even before you can reply. The epitome of integrity. And it makes sense because I don't know who the fuck else would actually promote something this shitty. Alright, here going back to another thread, we see that it says, Marius, your comments are rather hateful and I wonder if Reginald will remove them. But anyway, I've been using Hamilton for 3 weeks and do exactly what Quick says. No drawdown for me, but no profits either. And that is my point. When using Hamilton safely within the recommended settings, you will not make a profit. Now, this gentleman was on company recommended settings, doing everything he's told, not making shit. He's losing money for paying to have access to the software. Alright, we're back in the Silver Star Click group, and Hassan, the vice president of the company, Hassan Mahmood, says so many people made money on Silver Star last night. Woo! So the guy comes in and goes, still haven't gotten a trade since last week. What's up? Someone then came in and said, same, I have many friends who want to join, but just want to see some results. I want to build a team, but I need to see results. So the guy says, have you seen the Silver Star Live Forex results page? And this is funny because this page is now heavily monitored by the admins of the group. You can't post anything negative in there whatsoever. No drawdown, no blown accounts, nothing. Only good things get posted in there. So it's a complete front to make sure the image of the company is upkept. You know, they don't want to hurt the image of the company. And so only great things about the software get posted in that group. Anything negative to say, any drawdown, the admins will not allow it to be posted in there because they want to hide the fact that their bullshit trash software doesn't even work. Oh yeah, we're back at Beat the Banks, another subgroup again. This guy says 24 euros for the week, recommended settings, not exactly great. Joshua Feltz comes in, super spectacular guy, hell no. Carl, come on, man, tired of the negativity. Ask how you can do better. What the fuck is he supposed to do better? It's automated trading software. What the fuck does he need to do? Let's not address the fact that the software doesn't make anyone any real money. I mean, yeah, okay, Josh. Been a great help. Now, at some point, some of the other people that were still trying to build the company and make that residual money, baby, they were like, hey, everybody, just a suggestion. Do you guys think it's a great idea a chat is created? So many different opinions and negative posts on here. It's not very nice to see. And if you're bringing in new members, this isn't exactly welcoming with all the complaining happening. I think a private chat with everyone in it, we can digest issues and problems going on. Quicksilver, thank you for the software. P.S. For people complaining, they have to keep an eye on Telegram. I would definitely like to know how you would feel watching your trades 24/7. Well, bitch, guess what? We have to. We did. All right? That shit sucked. And maybe you shouldn't be worried about everyone's negative opinions and masking that so you can bring in more people so you can try and bank your ass. Maybe you should actually look for something that's worth a damn to put people into and something that's not blowing everyone's account, losing all these people money. Here we have another post from another distributor in the group said, you can't be negative all the time and expect anything positive to happen to you. If you're negative, posting hateful comments, spamming, bashing, you will be removed from the group. No questions asked. Yeah, 'cause it's like fucking Auschwitz in there. Alright, we don't even have a freedom of speech no more. This one guy says, I had an earlier comment removed. What about people expressing their disappointment? People were told $500 a month, yet can't even cover their cost. Nothing negative or hateful about it, just facts. Can this forum be open for discussion? I mean, it's just insane, guys. The links that these admins and these distributors are going through to just to try and hide the fact that the shit don't work. Everyone's upset, and if everyone's upset and complaining all the time, they can't really build their team and bring in more people because as soon as they see that, they're going to be fucking gone. So they do their very best to control what gets posted in there and hiding all the truth. Here we have a conversation between two different individuals. This was sent to me. They said they deleted the other page, but I believe it. I'm trying to relay the message to my friends that's hopping on it, trying to let them know it's a fucking scam. In the group message, they deleted the thread where someone lost 10K. Okay? Someone lost 10K, and the admins were like, hell no, we got to delete this. We can't let nobody find that shit out, but she's got the screenshots to it. This is one of my favorites, okay? It says account blown negative over $19,000. This guy here lost over $19,000. Now look at the top of the screen. He tried to post this into the group, and guess what it says? It says pending posts. This post was never approved. This post was never allowed to see or to allowed to be put on the feed of this group. They never approved it. They hid this away from everyone else. Here we have a screenshot of another conversation. It says, yep. And you can't post anything bad in the groups because they will not approve it and post it. LOL. Definitely a scam. Here's a nice little thread. I wanted to publish my negative results in the whole group, but they do not allow it. They only allow publications where people win, but those that lose, some delete them. The only bad thing about this type of software is that if you are already in a trade and the market switch direction, it's difficult for the software to change gear. Thanks, but now I realize that the software does not have any kind of artificial intelligence or algorithm, nothing, just inverts the opposite of the trend and does very badly. This software is not ready for the market. They are all only worried about the MLM side of it all. You're absolutely right. That's why I'm willing to use the software, but I lost $400 to understand this. Oh, but it gets even better. They don't even let you post comments on their group anymore. You can not only can you not post at this point, you can't even comment your frustration or anything at that point. Only the admins can post or comment in these groups. This is a fucking concentration camp. Okay, there's no rights. This is like fucking a third world country with a dictator, okay? Here we have a comment. It says, yes, way to go, Tyler. Tell the truth, everyone. And when Aiden set up my Hamilton on January 23rd, 2019, he added JPY, which apparently was not to be traded until most recently Quicksilver added it on February 4th, 2019. So Silver Star Live told me. Hamilton made me a whopping $1.71. Yes, it's a joke. Aiden also promoted his own VPS company. Is that not a conflict of interest? Also added another software that I purchased separately and blew a $500 account in days. Aiden said I tampered with VPS. I didn't even know what company he used, so how could I tamper with the VPS? Trust me, I am not tech savvy and wouldn't have a clue how to tamper with any settings. I asked him for the evidence that I tampered with the settings, no response. Asked for a refund on setup, etc., no response, no explanation from Aiden whatsoever. John Foltz also asked Aiden for an explanation and no response. Asked for a Hamilton software refund from Silver Star Live within 7-day period. No response from them either. If you have a complaint and address it with so-called executives, they block you on Facebook. Addressed my concerns with Hassan Mahmoud, the vice president, mind you. No response. The whole organization is very unorganized and it's a joke. It's all MLM hype. Couldn't agree more. Now, at this point, you're probably wondering, well, how bad can it be? Check this out. Okay, after this post, I'm done with the same subject and complain about how I disappoint with Silver Star. After I asked for a refund for many weeks and never got any response about it until today, I went to their chat support again and asked for a refund, or I'll post about how they aren't even regulated, etc. After it's shown seen, and after 12 hours, my account is deleted without any confirmation. This company is very crappy. The end. That is the shadiest shit a company could possibly do. Not give you the refund and then just block your ass. Alright, here we go. Check this out. Anyone have any idea how long I can expect to wait an answer from support, please? My Hamilton has had a massive meltdown and cost me mega bucks. My upline cannot help because he has no idea what happened. Obviously, there is a program glitch that needs to be sorted. No way I am funding this account again. Already funded it 3 times and the same thing has happened each time. Someone else comes in and says, sounds like you're in a bad zone up against big players who aren't playing about by the same rules as us mortals. Option A is to quit. Option B is to quit and come back in the future and hopefully start in on the Forex world in a spot that is on more even playing field. Just no one's getting any help around this motherfucker. Alright, this lady still hasn't heard from support. She says, has anyone had any response from support yet, please? This guy says, I want a job in support here. Seems they get 364 days a holiday a year. Doesn't sound like a bad gig. They ain't doing shit. Here we have another two-way conversation. It says, not to mention the unprofessionalism of Hassan arguing with his customers in the Telegram chat. I wish I was still in the group so I could send you screenshots. Everyone was getting mad at him for all the confusion, so he started publicly blaming customers for losing money. He ended up just leaving the support group entirely. This is the vice president of the company, guys. This is disgusting. Okay, back in the Silver Star click. Hi, Tim. I'm still waiting for any response to my request for a refund of my initial deposit, as I have not been able to use the software since signing up. It seems that no one is interested in dealing with my request, and this is very disappointing. Please respond. Alright, still in the chat here. I'm not looking to cancel. I haven't had any assistance getting set up. I paid the additional $50 and it has been 3 weeks. So just in case you guys don't know, you can pay an extra $50 to get your software professionally set up. It's just another fucking scam, another way to make money. This guy says, I would recommend reaching out to Hassan Mahmood directly about it. He's the one who got me set up. Well, I bet you can imagine how that shit went. He seems to not be responding at the moment. I've reached out on Silver Star Chat and also sent messages through Facebook. I get one-word answers if I'm lucky. Just a little frustrated. My subscription is about to be due and haven't even used the service. If I paid $50 for help setting up the software, I wouldn't expect to have to chase down support. I would expect support to chase me down. Here in the Market Hackers group, group of Silver Star Live AI Global, Tyler McKechnie, whatever, said, got a sneak peek of the new back office. Wow, everything you want is coming. And this gentleman here is so savage. He said, over here to the right, he said, will it allow us to cancel the subscription? And which is funny because this guy has to go to the Facebook group for any kind of help or answers because he can't get any help from support. Okay, and then another distributor comes in, bottom left, cancel now, you sure won't be missed. And he said, haha, you funny, I'm trying and have been for a week, support won't respond, and they have since recharged my account. This is why I'm a little annoyed with it all, good luck. Tyler then says, there's a button in the back office that says cancel account. Would have made your life easier than messaging. The gentleman then says, thanks, Tyler. I did use that button. I was able to cancel one of the softwares, but not the original setup software, and hence my request to support. Believe me, I wanted to leave quietly, but I am having no luck doing this. These guys are making it almost impossible to even leave. This guy has been trying to cancel his account for over a week, and he can't, and he's already been recharged for his subscription that he doesn't even want to have any part of. He doesn't want it at all. So they're locking people in here. The support's not allowing them out. It's just fucking hell, man. All right, guys. So the big claim here with this company is that these bots, these automated trading softwares, are specifically the Benjamin software is an artificial intelligence. Okay, and they claim that it learns from its past trade history and that it's self-learning and that it'll make adjustments to how it's trading and it'll just learn from the market and be able to really excel and produce mass amounts of profits. And you can see where this breaks down here. There's no proof of anywhere that this is an AI, that there's any functionality like that built in whatsoever. Now, here's the reality, because there is no proof that there is any AI, artificial intelligence, linked to any of these trading softwares. It's all just a marketing tactic. Um, These softwares are simply EAs, almost certainly just EAs. It's very easy to make one. You can make one in MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. Google it, YouTube it, you can figure it out. It's very simple. It's like a click and drag with indicators, and you can just set those up to trade whatever you want, so you can even set the weights to them and everything. It's very easy. But if these softwares were AI, artificial intelligence, and self-learning, there would need to be some kind of database where it's storing all this information that it can learn from. And apparently, that's what's been said from these distributors is that each customer's AI is self-learning on its own and trades and learns based off those trade experiences. Now, if this damn thing was self-learning, it'd be changing its own code, evolving to handle these different market conditions that it comes in contact with. And that's just not the case. There's nowhere that this data is stored for this to even occur. I mean, it's just a bunch of bullshit, bunch of boohickey. But don't take my word for it. Let's listen to a couple of other customers. How is Benjamin AI? Even if it's more complex than Hamilton, it's not learning and changing its original code, which is what AI does by definition. I don't understand all the false claims, and it's hard for me to refer anyone under me if I don't trust the company. Another guy says, me and my whole team quit. It's quite awful what people are going through. I'll stick to trading personally myself. Someone else came in and said, hey, mate, the software is very much a martingale system where it adds a larger second position and then a larger third position, etc., to bring down the exit price for the trades to average out with an eventual profit. This works very well in a fluctuating market, but comes unstuck in a large move in one direction, as it will just eat up all your margin. Hence, probably why they only trade two pairs, is running multiple USD related pairs would be a problem if there was a large USD move in one direction. Here, someone said the issue isn't the software being on, it's the mess of on-off, shoddy communication, conflicting advice, and manic over marketing. This is sold as AI-powered, hands-off, automatic software, and it is no such thing. Hundreds of people were in massive drawdown because the software stupidly kept placing increasingly large buys in a falling trend. Yep, that's the beauty of the martingale EA. Ain't no AI in this motherfucker. The recommended lot size should be enough to show anyone that it isn't profitable in the long term. It doesn't have a sustainable exit strategy. It is a standard grid strategy EA that will stack positions until it blows, commonly referred to as martingale. This seen the screenshots looks like a standard repainted grid strategy EA with a close TP and a far stop loss. Even better that they call it AI technology. LOLOL. Here we have a distributor stepping in. Hamilton is not AI. It will kick on AI around 5-6 trade to monitor, double check things, but Benji is the one constantly being monitored by the AI, not Hamilton. This guy says, once again, where's the proof? The so-called AI. I can also tell you my car is turbo when it's not. LOL. And the distributor came back in, just being retarded. Said the proof is in my results and every other person's that's winning. You're seeing more Hamilton results than anything. And all the results I've seen have been straight ass. So Robbie here then replies, I don't need the proof. I trust the company. If you don't, this isn't for you. Simple as that. Then this guy said, IDK, why someone deleted my comment. But here's the picture that because it's censored apparently. So, the company is sitting here deleting this guy's comment as it goes on, making sure that no one else can see what he's saying, calling them out that it's not AI. And 100% it's not. This guy says, why you guys censor bad comments? You already have a scam group, but they claim it's the first AI. Prove you have an AI. And then this is, I'm dead here. Robbie comes in and says, where is your proof? It doesn't exist. Have you personally tested a Benjamin software and monitored the results? I have. I have watched it avoid news events like the plague. I have been testing for months now as a customer still on demo. He's still on demo. Oh my god. Okay, and he said it avoided news like the plague, but here the company is constantly telling everyone to turn it on and off before and after news events, because that shit does no such thing. It runs right into the news events, fucking guns blazing. Alright, so the customer then says, Robbie, you prove no point whatsoever. It's not up to us to prove it doesn't exist. It's up to the ones who claim it. This Robbie guy is something, man. Robbie then replies, yawn. What a bitch. I hate this guy now. How about you go put some proactive time into your life to better yourself instead of wasting your time trying to insult my intelligence? I really don't care what you think, man. It's not going to affect my wallet one bit. Hell yeah, it will, because if your boy leaves, you ain't going to be getting paid, Robbie. You feel me? Because the damn software ain't making you shit. Alright, now, allow me to present to you the AI Global Markets Scam Timeline. Here we go. It'll start off something like this. Some little happy spit fuck who's joined AI Global will illegally post profits. And note the date here. He's really happy about this too, by the way. Note the date here. It's January 23rd. Now, once they realize they're not going to make any money with the software, they're going to step their marketing game up, posting more profits, just as illegal as before, and try to recruit their happy asses off. And it's going to work. People are going to feed into these false expectations, join the company, and you're going to see these individuals hit ranks within the company, rank up, which also will solicit more people to joining. Then they're going to take their success they're seeing to a whole new level, okay? They're now making more money. He's not complaining. They're then going to link their trade account to a double verified trade history here, this MyFX book system. And it's going to work out great. More people are going to join. But, of course, the inevitable is going to occur. What happens every time running this martingale EA strategy, the blown accounts. Now, this young man here was posting on January 25th about how he's so excited. Note the date here on this blown MyFX book is February 5th. So, he lasted like 10 to 11 days before the software blew everything that was in the account. But, your experience may vary. It might take you a week. It might take you 6 weeks. It might take you 8 weeks. But overall, while running this strategy, you're going to get the same result every single time. It's inevitable. Now, if you're lucky enough, like this gentleman here, you can frantically withdraw whatever's left in your account before the whole thing goes ass up and eats its own ass. But if you're like the majority of everyone else, you've lost all the money you've invested and you're worse off than you were before you joined. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed that ass whipping. Please, God, for the love of God, share this with people that are thinking about getting involved. Save them the money.